How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about the U.S. women's national soccer team. They won the Women's World Cup over in Europe by defeating Netherlands in the final game. Unfortunately, some people are not able to handle their victory appropriately. Usually it's the other way around. People can't handle their loss. But in this case, as you saw in the clip I played before I started rolling here today, some people cannot handle their victory. Allie Long had the flag over her shoulders. And, you know, the cameras come out, people taking pictures, and you have Megan Rapinoe there. We'll get to her in a minute. She's posing for the camera. Allie Long drops the American flag on the ground to get into the picture. Totally crazy. I saw that. I was like, wow, really? Like it's garbage on the – that was really absurd to do that. Thankfully, one of their teammates, Kelley O'Hara, was able to pick the flag up off the floor and pose with it like they should have. Megan Rapinoe and Allie Long, but we'll move on from there. Some of these people on the team are totally despicable, especially Megan Rapinoe. She's been making all kind of noise. And before I even go any further, I think Megan Rapinoe wants to be the female Colin Kaepernick. She already did the whole kneeling thing a while back. You know, it's like some of these people are doing these stunts to try and get attention. Colin Kaepernick has done it. Jussie Smollett has done it. Now Megan Rapinoe. The whole kneeling thing got a little bit of attention. And the only reason why I got any kind of buzz is because the media was talking about it. All the mainstream networks, the internets are buzzing about it. If it were not for that, nobody would know because quiet as it's kept over here in the States, we don't watch soccer. You know, some of us do, yes, but not really. And definitely not women's soccer. When you have the Men's World Cup, a lot of us will watch it. You know, if not for the game itself, for the energy around it. I'll never forget the whole thing about South Africa when they had it, or Brazil with the vuvuzelas. All that is fantastic because you're able to see how the whole thing is going. You know, you really enjoy the energy in the actual places where they play. And the game, of course, with the energy around it, how the whole world kind of comes together. Not really the United States, but the rest of the world pretty much comes together. But women's sports, we don't really watch that here, and we definitely don't watch, you know, brutish kind of women's sports. You know, soccer, basketball, all of this and that. And a coincidence here, Megan Rapinoe, the blue-haired person, the fake Colin Kaepernick, she is in a relationship with Sue Bird. Of course, she's a lesbian. Sue Bird is a women's basketball player. She is Larry Bird's daughter. I think she plays for the Seattle Storm, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments below. Like I said, I don't watch those kind of women's sports. I watch more graceful things, tennis, ballet, you know, figure skating, gymnastics, things where women can look more graceful and like women, not like men. But anyway, as I digress, this whole thing with Megan Rapinoe and the U.S. women's team is ridiculous. They're coming out and trying to say Trump is a person that hates the LGBT community. He's a racist. He's a sexist. All this, that, and the third. Somebody asked her, Megan Rapinoe, that is, would you like to go to the White House if you are able to win in the Women's World Cup? She's like, no, no, I don't want to go there. Just unnecessary virtue signaling because she thinks that he's somehow a bad person. I really don't know. It's more about just trying to virtue signal. Like I said, she's trying to become Colin Kaepernick, kneeling during the national anthem, not putting a hand over the heart. Disrespectful. When the flag hit the floor, that was it for me. I had to say something. I've been watching it. I was like, okay, I'm going to just let that rock. When the flag hit the ground, that kind of set me off. And then when Chuck Schumer invited her to the Senate, I'm like, all right, I see what's going on here. You guys on the left, you're trying to not only just hate on Trump and conservatives, you applaud those that do not like America. It's obvious. You know, people are going to say, oh, well, she kneeled during national anthem. That's not really trying to protest the flag. You're trying to protest police brutality, racism, all these other isms, and etc. However, it's hard for you to have that same point of view and that same thought process and that same conclusion of actions that have been done by Megan Rapinoe and others when you see the flag on the ground and they're basically stomping on it, you know, kicking it around like it's nothing. If you see a flag, an American flag hit the ground, why would you throw it on the ground, number one? And number two, why would you just kind of like kick it out the way like it's not even really there? Pick it up off the ground. And once again, shout out to Kelley O'Hara for doing the right thing. Why couldn't Megan Rapinoe and Allie Long do that right in front of the cameras? Someone's saying you're going to take a picture. Okay, you can take a picture with the flag, put it on one shoulder and on the other shoulder or the other person, and you got a great flag. The U.S. women's team wins the World Cup overseas, rep for your country. You have on red, white, and blue on your jerseys, your outfits anyway. It's like a little bit of a bar shield right here with USA on it. So why put the flag on the floor? It shows a lack of respect for the country, a lack of awareness, and you also trying to virtue signal. Maybe you're trying to get attention. I heard that this World Cup did pretty well in ratings. You know, comparatively to men's sports, it won't do that much, obviously, but it did okay. And I think that might have been in large part due to Megan Rapinoe causing a ruckus because it got attention. I guess they say all press is good press. But speaking about the attention they got and how it's not as much as the men, they also say they want to get paid as much as the men. You know, equal pay now. They're out here demanding that. Well, look, how you going to get equal pay when ain't nobody watching that? Nobody's watching that. Now, I'm not going to say, nobody. People might take it literally. So I got to say that their viewership is nowhere near in the ballpark of men. So if you're not able to drive in the viewers, you can't drive in the revenue because the revenue is based on viewers. All right. The attendance as well. I mean, if you're paying money to go see these games, how much are they going to cost compared to a man's game? And the sponsors, that's all about eyes that are watching it. If they think your particular event might get 200,000 eyes on it versus, 400 million for the men, I mean, come on. It's a logical thing to say that you're not going to get as much money. How could you? You're not making as much money as the men. You're not a big of a draw as the men are. Same thing with the WNBA. They're trying to get more money. They're talking about, we can make more overseas. Okay, go over there and play then. Go where your money is best. The truth is that nobody really cares about women's basketball over here. It's just not a real thing. There will be no WNBA if it were not for the NBA itself. The NBA is what is keeping the WNBA afloat. Now, I don't know about women's soccer. It could be the men holding them afloat as well. I doubt it, but it could be. I know in the WNBA's case, nobody makes any money over there. The owners don't make any money. The players make a little bit of money. They should fold it. The only reason why it's not folded yet is because the WNBA is how the NBA can say that it's woke and they are in tune with the culture and they're not being exclusionary to any gender. It could be an EEOC type thing, but that's a different story, and I digress. My point is that ain't nobody watching these sports like that, not the way that the men's sports are being watched. So how can they make the equal amount of revenue? So all you can do at a certain point when you start to get older, which Megan Rapinoe is, and by the way, she's only 34 years old. She looks 54, but again, I digress. Once you begin to get older and your body is not going to be able to carry you much longer, now you got to find out, what am I going to do next? And right now, in 2019, being an activist most certainly pays. You can go out there, be triggered, stomp on the flag, disrespect the flag, talk about how white privilege is the worst thing in the world, even though you're white yourself or half white in Colin Kaepernick's case, and you're able to make buku dinero. That's how that goes. But I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? Do you think that Megan Rapinoe, Allie Long were not really trying to do anything wrong by having the flag on the ground during the photo op? If that's your viewpoint, let me know why in the comments below. And how you feel about Megan Rapinoe in general? Is she doing the good thing by protesting the national anthem and cursing about Trump and anybody that's conservative pretty much? How about Chucky boy Chuck Schumer? Are you fanning the flames of division in the country between people that are patriots and those that hate the country when you invite a person like Megan Rapinoe to the Senate after Megan Rapinoe had declined a potential White House invitation? And by the way, there was no actual invitation given. Some may say, Trump flip-flopped on the invitation. There was never one given. Okay. They asked him today or recently, do you want to invite him after the World Cup win? He was like, we'll think about it. That pretty much means no. And it'd be good if they don't go. But Chucky Boy is trying to capitalize off of that. And what he's doing really is pushing this party further and further to the left, which in the end will bode well for us. It may seem like it's doing good for him right now because you're getting a lot of vocal support online from people that are crazy leftist radicals. Once you get into that voting booth and to the actual place people vote all across the country, you're not going to be able to reach the hearts and minds of a wide array of people from different parts of the country that are very diverse ethnically and mentally. You're not going to be able to do it. You'll be getting the big cities, and that's pretty much it. But whatever your comments are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.